Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to What Could Go Wrong? Sims for Toddlers, Episode 2. So, as you see here, my family of the Muffins, the Muffin family. As you see, this is a
Scrappy.
slight glitch. The child will not let go. Now, I believe the child's attributes are that it's clingy,
Lamina.
but this is taking it to another level.
Yafana?
So, in this game, I have to
Ah,
save and then restart this game because
Scrappy.
she would not let go of the child, or the child would not let go of her. So as I back out of here and restart, now I'm only using the cast system. That's my only mod that I'm using. So I don't know if that's causing it or not. But as you see, I'm gonna save this, and then I'll come right back into this family. And maybe some of you had this same problem. Maybe you have a solution. You can let me know. This is the first time that I've seen this. Although Toddlers is young, so maybe there are more updates to come. And I'm doing this on the eve of vampires. The long-awaited vampires will be brought back, or be brought to Sims 4. So we're able to get the child off of her, just not would not let go.
Schloaf.
So now she's able to put the child down, so there's no problem, all is good. Now the husband, he will now, this is his turn to bond with the child back down. And as you see, she is walking, ladies and gentlemen, she is walking over to her chair. So these toddlers can jump on a chair, jump off and on a chair. And as you see, before any action, in the past, sometimes the toddler, like in Sims 3, would get stuck in an action, and it would take a while for you to actually be able to move to the next option. Oops, as I said this, the child is knocked out. The child went to sleep. The child is knocked out. And she's very angry because she was not in her bed. Now, of course, we gotta wake this child up. This is not gonna. Oh, okay, she's got up. Oh, wow. I thought she was dead for a moment, but she's actually walking up. So, like in the other Sims game, they would just pass out and go to sleep. So, like I said, this game will prioritize what your Sim is doing for which child. So if another child had an attribute, another child had a need that was similar to one child, it all depends. If one seemed more needy than the other, like feeding, then say sleep, they just let the child fall asleep on the floor.
Froba choosing.
So now they have so many kids, sometimes it's really hard for them to cook.
Right.
My Mrs. Muffin, she's a artist, although she has not entered the career yet. And she has not gotten a job yet. So she can't really get to the easel as much. So I do a few minutes at a time to try to build up her skill. So this child passed out not only because of sleep deprivation, but because of hunger. A double whammy. Now, as you know, if we don't keep these needs up, the social worker will come, and we're trying to keep the social worker away. The Children's Services, or in New York, as we call it, the Administration for Children's Services, ACS. So I got a couple of toddlers in bed. Now the funny thing is that if you don't put them to bed around the same time, one will eventually wake up and they will walk into the bedroom to wake up one of the parents. And when they wake up one of the parents, the other parent will automatically get up also. So he gave her something to eat. Now put her pajamas on, threw her into the bed. Whew, I think he's feeling better now. Now another one has woken up. Like I said, as soon as you put one to bed, If they didn't go to bed at the same time, the other will wake up. Now this little toddler here likes to cry a lot and is always sad, very emotional. So they're crying and crying, and eventually the Sims will come to his or her aid. But you can't. The good thing is that you can give the toddler instructions. You can send the toddler to bed on their own, although sometimes they get distracted and will not go to bed on their own. Now, as you see, all of the children are awoke except for one, and many of them are now hungry. So this toddler is walking to the to the kitchen, and the funny thing is that these toddlers can feed themselves. If you leave a bowl on a counter, they will go and get their own bowl. So as you see, this toddler, he has a big plate of food. The toddler went and got his own food. So now this toddler's they can barely walk, so they're just slowly walking back. He's slowly walking back to the table. And at the same time, this sim is also, Mrs. Muffin, she's incredibly tired. So as you see, her mood is down. She's hungry, tired, needs a shower or a bath. But playing with 6 toddlers, you basically have to put the parents' needs last. I guess as you do in real life, the parents' needs will go last. So they can't really upgrade their skills as much. I mean, other than maybe cooking and other things, and maybe some charisma. But my sim is supposed to be a bodybuilder. I have his a very small gym. He doesn't have all of the equipment yet. He has some machine weights. So now you see he's tired and he has no fun because he has 6 kids. That's why he has no fun. So right now I cannot have this toddler use the potty on their own or on his own because they must be level 2. So now because of 6 toddlers, you have to basically cycle through all of the toddlers to see where their needs are at. So it looks like we have 2 toddlers or 3 toddlers. I believe it's 2 or 3 toddlers that are asleep at this moment. See, Mr. Muffin, he's really tense because he has 6 kids. He's really tense. He has no fun. He doesn't really have time to make his way to the computer. Mrs. Muffin, I'm able to get her to the easel, and that brings up her fun need. And they have very little time in between when they finally get them to bed for the night. So as you see, this toddler has woken up and will immediately go to whatever sim is in the bed. Not the sim that's walking around. It would go to the sim that's in the bed. In this case, Mrs. Muffin. And everybody has to get up. So I'm going to try to get Mr. Muffin to take care of the toddler and send Mrs. Muffin back to bed if we can. But I guess it's like real life. If the kid came into the bed and you have the parents, one gets up, which wakens the other parent. So this toddler is here complaining. I got these problems here. I have all of these problems here. I'm tired. Now he's gonna have to put this toddler to bed. And so I'm able to get Mrs. Muffin back into the bed.
Borg. Viva Flemsk. Oh.
Oh, looks like we have to change the diaper. And he throws that diaper somewhere. Apparently, the diapers just disappear. There's no more need to take it to the garbage. No more need to drain the potty. It all disappears. So now, as you see, this is one of my sad toddlers. You know, she's wearing the purple pajamas, and she's always sad. But once the toddler started crying again, Mrs. Muffin woke back up. Eventually, I would get everybody in bed. Okay, so I got Mrs. Muffin back into bed. Yeah, Mr. Muffin, he's very tense. He has his own needs of himself. You know, he has his own needs. Mrs. Muffin is crying in her sleep because she was sad when she woke up. She is crying in her sleep, ladies and gentlemen. So he's finally able to make it back to bed, although, as you see, he also has to use the bathroom. But he will drop before he even gets to the bathroom, so we're going to try to get him some sleep. And he'll wake up in the middle of the night if he has to use the restroom. And as you see, finally, all of the toddlers are in bed. Unbelievable. All of the toddlers are in bed. That in itself is amazing. Now, of course, as soon as I say that, a few of the toddlers have woken up. Mr. Muffin has fallen asleep in the chair. Now, sleeping in that chair or on the couch would not give him that many Z's. So we had to wake him up, send him to bed. You can practically just leave the kids alone as they run around the house. But, and, you know, you have to try to send them to bed, which is the greatest part about this toddler edition in Sims 4, is that the toddlers can be directed to do things. So they can be directed to eat. They can be directed to go to bed or to play with a toy. They also can be directed, once they reach level 2 on the potty skills, to use the potty themselves. But as I've shown you before, the toddler will walk into the parent's room when they have nothing else to do, and the parent has to put them back to bed. So Mr. Muffin is putting the toddler back to bed. He himself, his energy is drained. He has to use the restroom, or he's gonna pee in the bed. Hopefully we don't get to that point. And he is feeling horribly. So we got all of the toddlers back into bed. He's doing the duck walk because he has to use the restroom. And he's gonna make his way to the restroom. And this toddler is really hungry, but need their sleep. So Mrs. Muffin, I can very soon, as the day arises, as the sun rises, I can wake Mrs. Muffin up, because she has gotten as much sleep as she probably can get with all of these toddlers here. Mr. Muffin is drained. He got to use the restroom, so he's good to go in that department. He's hungry, but he can wait. His fun level is completely low, but hey, first things first. So as you see, the toddler got out of bed, probably wants something to eat. And as I said, this is the toddler that is always sad. At this point, this toddler is very sad.
New tweebs.
So he wants to get into bed, but the toddler is blocking his way. He's ready to pass out on the floor. He just went up to level red, and of course the
Betty
toddler
Tay.
comes into the room and whines. Whine. Mrs. Muffin is awoken. She's feeling pretty good. As you see, her fun level is high because she has gotten, well, a great amount of sleep compared
Here,
to
Baba.
normal.
No koi
So she's going to play with the
bar.
toddler a little, get him happy, remove that sadness, give him some food here. Let's take him to get something to eat. Sometimes I forget that I will click on the toddler because what it is that the Sims will not do the action direct. So if they need to talk, they first got to have a conversation before they teach them anything, before they take them to the potty.
Disa.
So far we have, well, one is on red, so we really got to take care of that toddler. So one toddler, he came into the room to wake up dad, but he decided against it, and now he's going to do something else. And he's looking, said, hello, as they pass each other up, and the other toddler is heading to the bedroom to wake up dad. And this toddler, they're gonna see, let me see, they're hungry, they have to use the restroom. This toddler is at a level 2. So as you see, this toddler is able to use the potty. Ooh, now that gives a great relief. So no more having to at least direct that particular toddler to use the restroom. They will use it on their own, or he will use it on his own. So as Mr. Muffin is getting his sleep, or actually he's still awoke. I believe that other toddler woke up Mr. Muffin. So I may need to hire some services. So I'm going to hire a maid and a nanny. Though the nanny they won't come every day. You basically got to hire them for each day. Although the maid you can hire to come every day. At least that's seen so far. So some of these toddlers will do things on their own. Some need their parents. Like I said, one of the toddlers is very clingy. So that toddler has to have the other parent around. So all right, we got this toddler fed. One toddler is still in the very angry mode, as you see the red beneath that toddler. So it must be something else. Oh, sleep. Toddler needs sleep. So this toddler is no fun, hungry as heck, and needs sleep. So he woke up, Mr. Muffin. He barely got any sleep, although he's in the yellow, so he's not bad. I may have to put a lock on these doors because these toddlers are they're just gonna wake up the parents. So that's probably the next thing, to lock the doors and just have one parent come out of the room to take care of the child's needs, and they basically have to work in shifts until they can hire a nanny. But I've noticed the nanny moves kind of slow, although they will work, but they move kind of slow. So the parents, let me see, Mr. Muffin, he put one of the toddlers into the high chair to be fed. And because of his fun meter was so low and he's very tense, he's headed over to the computer. So here we're going to hire a service. So we got ourselves a nanny here. Mrs. Muffin really hungry. She had to use the restroom and she needs a little cleaning. So in the last video, you've seen the kitchen caught on fire because these Sims are at a very low in the cooking department. So Mr. Muffin, he's on the computer trying to build up some of that fun, and as you see, he pretty much did a great job. I'm gonna try to send him to bed so that he gets some more sleep because he will be exhausted before afternoon. So the nanny comes and the nanny will immediately start doing some work here.
Oh, poor bro.
So what he's gonna do? Okay, he's picking up some garbage here. We got like plates all over the place, dishes everywhere. So now we're gonna hire a maid. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. I'm not gonna make this video too long, although I've already made it kind of long. Just wanted you to enjoy this. Wait for my next episode, episode 3, Sims 4, Toddlers. What could go wrong?